You see, I hit that like button on the way in. The 912 Savannah's in the building. Say, hit that button on your way in. It's free. That's what's up. What's happening, Pastor Willie? I'm in here chilling. Jacksonville, Florida's up in here. The 229. Albany, Georgia's in the building. 210 is checking in. So y'all hit the like button on the way in. Say, West Palm Beach is in the building. Athens, Georgia's in the house. Damn it, it's the Peach State out here in these streets. The Bronx, New York is in this bitch. Say, what poppin', Pastor? Say, let's get these 30 minutes of fire. That what we finna try to do. The ATL College Park. You say we here, hit that like button. That's what's up. Hey, Willie the 801, Salt Lake City, Utah. Back in the mother for 30 minutes of fire. White 23 1609. Say, hey, Willie, we in here ready. That's what I like to hear. Hey, Willie in the chat family from the 215 Philly ambassadors in the building. You say that Willie say, hey, sugar. That's what's up. Say Virginia cigars in this fire. Let's go. That's what we finna go on to get into. How y'all doing? Come on in. Hit the thumbs up button like it's supposed to. Here, in case ain't nobody had done told you, that's what you need to do when you come on around here dealing with pimping and with the, damn it, when you're trying to see what the hell's transpiring out here in these streets. I need your support. I need your help. And like I will always say, I can't do it without you. You know what I'm saying? Say, hey, sugar. That's what's up. Say Houston's in the house. Say thanks for no notification, YouTube. They be tripping sometimes. They panties being a little bunch. They don't want to cooperate. I ain't even got in the street. Damn it, they trying to suppress freedom of speech. Just in my mind, I be feeling like that they be just trying to suppress a player from speaking, get me out to the masses. Damn it, I might need another marketing campaign or something like that. Damn it, I might got to shoot myself on film to get me some more subscribers or something like that right now. You say, hey, sugar, all the way from the 242. Bahamas is ready for correction and instruction. I appreciate that right there. Chicago and Milwaukee better make curfew. I'm trying to tell you, goddamn it. Listen, they got about 3 hours left. Damn it, y'all, like $691 to pay for that damn late fee. You know what I'm saying? Which is gonna be a problem out here when it come down to you dealing with your little ugly ass churn out here in the street. How y'all doing? And welcome, I'm Willie Williams. This is the nightly news show. The nightly news show, the Willie Williams Show. That's what's up. Listen, please remember go right to the WillieWilliamsShow.com. Y'all subscribe to the website. Pick up something for you and them little ugly ass churn. Do not be afraid to pick up something for you and them little ugly ass churn out here in the street. If you'd like to see what we call the event video, please go right to the Patreon. The Willie Williams Show. The link is down there in the description. Listen, I need you looking, sharing, getting the thumbs up. We're trying to get the thumbs up over 500 so we can do something to the algorithm out here in the community. Listen, we got a PayPal. Link is in the description. We got top and bottom. Dollar sign. Top and bottom. Willie Williams Show. That is the Cash App. If you just so happen to hit on that super chat, please don't go over $5 because the player don't even know if he's receiving it. They say I get 30. They say that they get 70. I believe that they getting 100. Who right? Who wrong? We don't need much know. Listen, we got a thing called the Midday News Show. If you cannot watch with your eyes and use your peripherals to watch a player out here, where I ain't the screen, you can always listen to a player on the thing that we call a podcast on Anchor and Spotify, the Willie Williams Show. And follow me on IG and Twitter at the WW Show. Now that we done got that day out the way, how y'all doing this here evening? Goddamn it, it's night time. Listen, school about to be over. Damn it, we got less than a month. You know what I'm saying? And after that, y'all, we gotta be like parents. You know what I'm saying? Like full time. Like we really ain't signed up for this full time shit. You know what I'm saying? Which is the problem. Shout out to Karen for the $5 cash app. Hold up, Playboy. Shout out to Karen for the $5 cash app. Say love you and your show. I appreciate that right there. Yes, I do. Y'all, we coming up in the time to where we gonna have to hunker down. You know what I'm saying? Like the kids gonna be home 24 hours. You know, this is ridiculous. Listen, if we would have known that peeing in them babies and them babies would have known by producing this little ugly ass baby that we were gonna have to be like full-time parents like in the summer, winter break and spring break and all that dumb shit like that right there. I don't think we would have did it. Like I really don't. When you sit back and think about some shit, you gotta take care of somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like people like, oh my God, I want children because I want somebody to love me unconditionally. And I don't think that nobody like older than them ever told them Nobody loves you unconditionally. There is conditions to your goddamn love. It's conditions to your life. So what make you think that there isn't no conditions to your love? Memphis is in the building. I appreciate that right there. Say I didn't get my notifications. Shame on YouTube. But we love you, YouTube. We ain't trying to talk down on you because you a live player to work around here. You know what I'm saying? And go on and try to get that paper to the best of our ability out in the community. You know what I'm saying? But listen. This is what we got to start telling the younger folks and stuff like that. It don't even make no sense to have no little ugly ass children. For what? Oh, to get like a Section 8 or something like that, to get some wicks, something like that, to get some stamps, something like that. But just remember, even when you get all of that, there's people still out here who is depressed. The people who is getting all the help and the subsidies and all that sucker shit right now, they still depressed when we got to be parents 24 hours. I know ain't nobody really told it to you like that. Yeah. It's cute to see your peers and shit dressing alike. They got their kids matching and shit, and they matching with the kids. You know what I'm saying? It's cute and shit when the baby's still in the car seat. Or a carrier. When that little ugly motherfucker learn how to walk, listen, if your child ain't gonna learn how to take care of themselves by 2 months, of them they ain't gonna make it anyway. But when it's learn how to walk and shit, picking up the rest of your cigar and tearing that bitch up, man. Breaking your cigarettes and breaking your Black and Milds and shit, you know what I'm saying? Drinking the rest of your liquor, drinking the rest of your beer, you know. They be hollering too goddamn much to where don't nobody want to watch them. You know, they mess up stuff. Say, Willie, did you see the clip when the guy say, this your reparation? I heard about it. He just ain't like dogging you people. I ain't mad at him. Hey, you got the right to not like folks. Shit, it's dogging you folks that don't like you folks. Shit, his AK. No, it said it on the AK, didn't it? This is your reparation. That's what's up. Shit, should have been watching 12/3/689. What did? All right. Maybe it's too soon. Maybe I wasn't supposed to say that right there. Then I wouldn't be me if I don't just say what the hell pop in my mind sometimes. You know what I'm saying? One thing I'd like to tell all yous out here, whether it's a white supremacy or a black supremacist, if we die by gunshots, it's our time to go. He'll say, not the Cool's 100 long. Do y'all know, have you ever walked in a room and you done mess around and left your squares inside the room or something, and the baby is inside the room, and they done tore all them shits up like it's play? As bad as you want to punch that little baby in the chest, you kind of can't, you know what I'm saying, because of other people around you, you know. You don't want to go to the hospital now because the baby can't breathe and stuff like that, and you don't want to, like, fracture the things, and then they want to investigate you, you know what I'm saying, to where you can't smoke now because now they got to investigate you now. All that dumb shit. You know what I'm saying. Your little bad ass churn on nobody want to keep their little ass. You know, it's a problem. So y'all, we just got to make sure that we stack up on our essential products. We is coming in the hurricane season. I'm in the great state of Florida, the stand your ground state. Bust a bitch go home state. Please don't run up, win, fit for our life state. The state the where some shit might blow over and houses might crumble. Get your insurance paid up. Hell, for those of us in Florida, I think they stopped accepting applications for hurricane insurance and shit, the flood insurance. I think they stopped that like in April. Or maybe it's May. Maybe it's mid-May or late May or some shit like that right there. But they ain't gonna pay. If you listen, typically when you get your taxes, go ahead on and make sure all your insurance is paid up. I'm trying to tell you, get them human taxes. That we gonna call them. No. The human insurance. You need some human insurance. You need some turn my churn into asset insurance. You know what I'm saying? Turn my baby dad into an asset. Turn my baby mama into an asset insurance. Stuff like that, like the important stuff. You say, well, I sent you a video of the baby up here in Atlanta say it's gold. I'm going to have to go ahead and look that there up in a few minutes. Shout out to Thomas for the $1 cash out. Say, survived getting hit by a 40-mile-an-hour truck while walking. damn, you got to watch your sides, your back, your peripherals need to be popping in the air. Got that thing out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? You never know when people gonna say, you know what? You say, what's a black supremacist? Well, I think we could just go to like a definition of something, because I know a supremacist believe that one race is greater than the other. If I'm not mistaken, somebody correct me while I try to type this stuff in, while I try to spell supremacist. Let me supremacist. We're gonna go with C-I. We're gonna see what a supremacist is. A supremacist is a person who believes that a particular group, especially one determined by race, religion, or sex, is superior and should therefore dominate society. So, I know. You ask, what is a black supremacy? You know we got a thing called pro-blacks. There's a lot of black folks believe that we, because like we black, we dark and hue together. That we is a superior race out here, because we were the first people on earth. That's what our lighter hue folks had told us. Our lighter hue brothers and sisters had told us that we were first on earth. So, okay. And we taught people English, Spanish, English, science, multiplication, sex ed, math and sciences. That's what they say we taught our lighter hue brothers and sisters shit. So a lot of our pro-blacks have the thought process of that we are greater than, or we are better than, or we are the superior race or the superior hue. So that's what will make them, or make black folks who had a thought process, a supremacist. That's what make white supremacists too. They believe that the lighter hue race is better than every other race. So that's what makes them a supremacist too. A lot of people have never been taught that black folks can be supremacists too. I'm just saying. I don't know like where y'all been, but I'm over 40 out here, and I done seen some things and I done heard some things. You know what I'm saying? Listen, speaking of black folk, we're going to let a rapper speak real quick to tell you, this is a public service announcement to all you folks that's in the rap game.
You got to leave the hood, bruh. Mm-hmm. You got to leave the hood. Mm-hmm. You can't be in the hood, bro.
And tell me why.
Because the hood is like, you understand, when you come from them ends, mm-hmm. it's struggle.
Okay.
When you come back to the hood, you come back to bless the hood. Mm-hmm. You don't come back to chill in the hood and have police, because you got enemies. Mm-hmm. You understand? So the more fame, richer, whatever you get, the more success you get, mm-hmm. is the more angry that the people didn't like you. Mm-hmm. And you sitting there in their face all day.
Shout out to Bobby Smurf. Bobby Smurf said the same thing that Boost Badass said out here in these streets, and a lot of things that some other rappers had said. See, because a lot of people think that you should only get out of the hood if you become a rapper or a ball player, like really rich or something like that right there. Now you fuck around and get a job at Walmart, bitch, you might be time to move. They don't fuck around and hide you at Target for a shift manager. Bitch, it's time to go. Hold up. Wait a minute. You fuck around and do too much overtime at Arby's, you might want to start putting in applications for other apartments and other zip codes and shit. Your people angry. The same people that look like you, angry. See, this is it. It was good for the rappers to say that to other rappers and shit like that right there. You fuck around and listen. If you and your partners and the people around you been making like $10,000, $15,000, you fuck around and make 25. You a target. Shout out to Thomas for the $2 super chat. Say follow Smokey O's barbecue on IG, best barbecue in Dallas, Texas. Shout out to Smokey O's. I'ma follow you my goddamn self. Damn it. I'm gonna start a restaurant too. In a minute. I'm working on some shit. You know what I'm saying? For real though. The shit wasn't no joke. I'm trying to start one too. But listen. He said some fly shit. And that's why typically
gotta
hip-hoppers, rappers, people who done became supervisors at Walmart and shit get knocked off. Fuck around and become a regional manager, man. Somebody might put a hit out on your mama. Boy, That jealousy is dangerous. Oh, very, very, very much. Listen.
Hood, bruh. You gotta leave the hood.
A lot of people say, well, damn it, I'm not leaving the hood because I keep it real. This is where I came up from. Well, you got to ask yourself, is you still on your first job? Is you still getting that first monkey that you had done got back in high school, middle school, elementary? Is you still getting that same monkey? No, you moved on, right? You know better, you do better, right? You start getting different opportunities, so you make them moves to do that, right? You don't stay there, right? Say Boosie, say jealousy is the root of all evil. I'm trying, whoo. Yeah, that's deep, because he might be right.
You ain't be in the hood, bro.
And tell me why.
Because the hood is like, you understand, when you come from them ends, it's struggle.
Okay.
When you come back to the hood, you come back to bless the hood. You don't come back to chill in the hood.
And then let me tell you something about blessing the hood. You making them more jealous. Because you ain't around and you just dropping off a few stacks and shit like that right there. Man, been mad in the mother. I been want to know where you stay. So let me explain something to a whole bunch of us out here who got that paper. Let me explain something. That's not the way to really help the hood. I know, ain't nobody really told you. If you ain't putting people to work, that's damn near the best way to help your hood. Open up some grocery stores. Well, speaking of grocery stores, be careful at 2369 at a grocery store. We never know when somebody might come in there who don't like your hue. That's what's up. Get the lights up, y'all. Get the lights up. Get the lights up. Get the lights up. Work with a player. It's not even good to give people no money when you got that paper. Because giving somebody money, you was just feeding them for that day. Get their ass a job. Hell, really don't give them a job. They got to apply for that goddamn job. You can tell them where the job at. Listen, you got to come on down here now. It's up to you to come on down here and put that paperwork in. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just giving it to you. You got to make your way down here and you got to follow these rules, goddamn regulations. I don't care how down we are. Business is business. Fuck around and come late. I don't care about your mama going through shit like that. I got a business to run, playboy. You fuck around. You got 3-4 damn lates in a month. You fine. We ain't got time like that. Nope. Stop giving people shit. We see what happens when we give people stuff. They don't respect it. Open a business and employ them exactly. That's how you should be giving back to the hood. Because one thing about other races, other hues, they creating jobs. And guess who your partners them have to go work for? Other races, other hues. So they're doing more for your community than you, the millionaire, is doing for your community. Even when you come back and drop $1,000 to $5,000. That's temporary. If a motherfucker cannot file taxes off that shit, you ain't helped them like that right there. I know. It's confusing to a lot of y'all. A lot of y'all want to believe because somebody done dropped a few racks off that they really looking at. Now. I do understand. Sometimes at a moment you may need that paper right now. I understand. I get it. You need to work on your monkey management. You need to work on your meat management if you need it right now. If you was waiting on your millionaires and your so-called successful people to break you off something proper, if you waiting on that right there, You need to go back and talk to your mama and tell your mama, please let you know who your daddy is. Somebody need to talk to you. Say it's appreciated when it's earned and devalued when it's free. I'm trying to tell you something. Fuck, I don't care. This is why you got the babies getting these subsidies on Section 8 and all that fly shit right there, and they will destroy a home. They will destroy a apartment because it was given. Y'all don't hear me though. Shout out to Tavares for the $2 cash out. Say just a little something for the collection plate. I appreciate that right there. I appreciate the support. Y'all, we got to get these numbers up around here. Y'all know when I slap my hand like this right here, and when we slap our hands like as a people, we slap our hand like this right here, we mean that right there. I mean that. Listen, all children ain't good children. All children don't love you. Let's go back to this thing of loving unconditionally. I want y'all to really pay attention and pay attention.
Okay. Now, what did you just say?
I said me and Daddy went to the store. Then Daddy said this to a girl. Her girlfriend was a date. Then the girl said, yeah. Then I said, I'm going to the car, bye.
So Daddy been cheating?
Yes. He's never your real wife.
My husband?
Yeah, I've been seeing him hanging out with her for a week.
A week?
Yes.
A whole week he been hanging out with somebody else?
Yes.
Why are you just now telling me?
Because he just don't want to tell you. But he gonna tell a whole story. And I'm gonna tell the whole thing. Then Dad gonna be like, "What do you tell?" Then he not being there with us. I'm gonna give him $1. That's all.
He gotta go?
Yeah.
Yeah, he gotta go.
He says that the mama or the daddy. Got to be more careful. Is you talking about this lovely, beautiful baby, this beautiful lady right here? Is you gonna ask is this the mama or the daddy? Boy, we play too much. I done told y'all, listen, it ain't our fault when we got to ask, is you male or female? It's not our fault. It's the way that y'all carry yourself. You say, Willie, tell her to hush, kids, for real. Listen. Goddamn children don't got your back like that. They be ready to snitch for them a freeze pop. Bitch get a fruit cup, tell all your goddamn business. You know what I'm saying? A pickle leg. So, damn it, some line ladles. They tell all your goddamn business. I don't trust these babies. They get ass some cinnamon toast crunch, boy. They gonna take their mama around there. To your old little la house. Players, be careful. You try to spend time with these little ugly motherfuckers. They telling. They telling. Don't take them nowhere but to the gas station at home. Don't have nobody come around there, nothing like that, right? Damn it, no. Especially if y'all all in the same house. Listen. Player, just let her raise that baby by her goddamn self. That's snitching ass. I can't deal with no little snitching ass churn.
Now, what did you just say?
I said me and Daddy went to the store.
You ain't my goddamn child. Listen, players, if you ever get told on by your churn, that ain't your baby. That ain't your baby. Look at the baby, look.
Daddy said this to a girl. Her girlfriend was a date. Then the girl said,
I don't know whether he say, well, hey girl, you want to go on a date or some fly shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Then I said, I'm going to the car, bye.
So Daddy been cheating?
Yes. He's never your real wife.
My husband?
Yeah, I've been seeing him hanging out with her for a week.
A week?
Yes.
A whole week he been hanging out with somebody else?
Yes.
Why are you just now telling me?
Because he just don't want to tell you. But he gonna tell a whole story.
That ain't that boy baby. Look at him. That ain't that boy baby, and hell, it might not be her baby. Look at that baby. That's a lot of you, baby. Say children are tape recorders. I'm trying to tell you something. Hey, boy, listen, you got to blindfold them children. You got to listen. When you're traveling with your children and shit like that, buy their ass some headphones or the iPad, damn it, the iPhone, earplugs, shit like that right there. Man, don't let them hear your conversation. Look at that baby. That's
and I'm gonna tell the whole thing, then Dad's gonna be like, what are you doing?
Daddy, if you watching the Willie Williams show, that ain't your baby. Damn it, get a drug test or something. Damn it, I call it shit a drug test. Listen, get a test that they got in the stove and shit like that. You gotta swipe his ass and send that shit in. Be careful now, I'm trying to tell you.
Then he's not being little with us. I'm gonna give him $1. That's all.
He gotta go.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gotta go.
I don't care nothing about the other shit. But listen, no, little playboy. No, little playboy. That's why you sitting around your mama now. Listen. Boy, when your children sit around their mammies, got to be careful out here. Watch 23-6-8-9 player and don't say shit around your children. They not yearn. If they tell on you, they not yearn. I'm trying to teach you a little something right now. Yeah, damn, we got to move it right along. I saw a few things, and that right there was disturbing to me. Speaking of not knowing what it is, hey, boy, I'm wild. I am wild, but y'all is wilder. Speaking of not knowing who someone is, here you go.
You guys, I just want you guys to know that I'm in love with this man. You love me? You love me?
Boy, when you really ain't feeling somebody, but they done fucked around and put you on live. Hey. At least his hair and his shirt matching.
I heard him say he love me. Yeah. Cause my nigga love me, right? Cause he in love, yeah. You sexy, baby.
Sex daddy. If you have to ask your significant other on the live or the person who you think is your significant other on the live if they love you, you just need to know that they don't. I mean, I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you all out here in the street. Because sometimes we get things confused. And the crazy part is, if you got to force somebody to tell you that they love you, that might mean they don't love you. But here's another thing. If somebody would tell you that they love you, watch it. They might not love you either. I'm just saying, shit don't matter. We say anything or we say nothing. We still don't we still don't feel that thing that we were supposed to say, and we still don't feel the thing that we hadn't said out here and ain't got no screen. Shout out to Stevie J for the $2 super chat. Say, Rissa, keep your excess in the street. Say, I'm done with you.
I'm trying to know that. With this man.
I told y'all, fellas out here, for your little la-las or your little fellas, stop getting them. Stop letting the person that you with be bigger than you. Don't. It's not a good look. I'm just trying to help. The ATL is in the building. Appreciate that right there. Come on, y'all, get the lights up over 300. Work with a player. So you hear that thing's voice. Oh, that is so disrespectful.
You love me?
That's what's up. Do you know that there's a whole bunch of fellas out here who don't believe that they is in a homosexual relationship if the trans woman or a player that dressing up like a woman looks like a woman? Shout out to Mario for the $2 super chat. Say they finally making Precious Part 2. You bullshit. No, you lying to me. Oh, shout out. Go ahead. That's what's up.
Did I hear him say he love me?
Yeah.
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 Cause my nigga love me, right?
Yeah. Yes, he do. Yes, he do. I'm proud for y'all relationship. I hope that, because in my mind, this look like this can be a domestic love relationship. So I do applaud y'all for being in a domestic love relationship. Do y'all live y'all big goddamn life. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody judge. There's people breaking up every day. Just stay together.
Cause he in love, yeah.
Yeah, yes he is. You do everything that you're supposed to do to have him in love with you. That's what's up.
You think we didn't? You think we look at them?
Players, you know that the person that you with is taller than you when the top of your head reach the shoulder. Like reach the shoulder. Like they too tall. You know what I'm saying? Say, Willie, he need a place to stay. I can't pay that rent. Hey, rent sky high right now. Rent sky high right now. Like, well, listen, shout out to Stevie J for the $2 super chat. Say, RZA, keep your exes in them streets. Say, I'm done with you. Shout you out twice, because you did that there twice. Appreciate that right there. You say she's reaching, she wants to be loved. If that's a she, you right. I don't know. And it's sad because I got to ask the question. I don't know if it's a him or a her. I don't want to be disrespectful. Tax money gone. Ooh, the things we got to go through out here in the goddamn street. Listen, man, you got to do what you got to do. Because we is in May, and typically in May, all the tax money typically be gone. It typically be gone, and now you really got to find out is the person that you with you because they want to be with you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of time we fall short of glory, and we be kicking it with people and shit like that, and then that money run out, and they be like, you know what? I like you, but need a pack of squares and shit. You ain't got no paper. Shout out to Marcus for the $2 super chat. Say he looks scared, like his life on the line out here in the goddamn street. You right. You right about that right there. His life probably is on the line because he on live and shit. And hell, his partners probably don't know what he like in the community. So, you know, the person probably just put him on blast shit. He feels the kind of way. Moving right along, now you must gonna hold you. Shout out to Mario for the $2 super chat. Say, Willie, I thought that was you behind that fella. Don't do a player like that. Goddamn, I'm over 40 and fine out here in the goddamn street. I wish I would get a motherfucker that's taller than me. Now, I can't do it. I like to grab him up. You know what I'm saying? I like to be able to handle me, motherfucker. I can't get nobody bigger than me and shit. The way I grab motherfucker and they grab me back and we at a standstill. This shit ain't gonna work out here in the street. You know what I'm saying? Listen, shout out to everybody who dying out here. Shout out to everybody who dying. He said, well, I sent you a video of a player got robbed by the roommate for $6,000. Oh, jeez, I gotta look that there up. Hold on. You gotta give me a minute. Let me see what's cracking. Listen, we be out here in these streets. People out here dying for real, and a lot of y'all is really playing too much. But when your kinfolks put your ass on blast, that's some funny shit.
Nigga, ain't nobody in our family die, Ariana. Stop fucking lying. Nigga, stop fucking lying out here. Yeah, nigga, you fucking hella weird. Ain't nobody in our family die. Stop fucking lying. No, you weird for that. You weird, P. You weird.
Wow.
Nigga, ain't nobody in our family die, Ariana. Stop fucking lying.
Ariana out there bullshitting, soliciting out here about a dead body that's not dead.
Nigga, stop fucking lying out here. Yeah, nigga, you fucking hella weird. Ain't nobody in our family die. Stop fucking lying. No, you weird for that. You weird, P. You weird.
Is he wrong for putting on blast like that? Even though, like, a lot of people, they can't hear, but hell, social media, a lot of people heard him. You know what I'm saying? But is he wrong for putting her out there like that right now? Or is she wrong for being out there hustling?
Nigga, ain't nobody in our family die, Ariana. Stop fucking lying. Nigga, stop fucking lying out here. Yeah, nigga, you fucking hella weird. Ain't nobody in our family die. Stop fucking lying. No, you weird for that. You weird, P. You weird.
We is living the type of life now that, remember when stuff was like unbelievable when we see stuff, and now it's like that regular shit? You know what I'm saying? You say, Willie, you is fine though. Is you Jamaican out here in the street? Damn it, I think they say that I'm a little bohemian. I'm a little bohemian out of Florida. Now it's out Dade County, shouting. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not Jamaican. I got some Jamaican kinfolk, which is strange to me because I'm not Jamaican, but then I got Jamaican kinfolk. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody. Say he's snitching. Say what this show about, man? Hey, listen. I think he's just telling. I think he just, it is what it is, man. So listen, you can't trust kin people. You can't trust kin people to do the right thing out in the community. And you can't trust the kin people that's going to tell on your ass when you're doing the wrong thing in the community. So it's just best that nobody catch your ass doing the wrong thing when you trying to solicit other people about that BS in the community. You just got to be careful. Let me show y'all something else. That is, they had an interview, and this is about the people in Buffalo. Shout out to the people in Buffalo. They had an interview about with two of the employees, and they gonna tell like what they went through and stuff like that. God damn it, I gotta jab y'all with this like stuff right here. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to come down on you because a lot of y'all get like depressed and shit. And they done shot up a store. A white person shot up the store, but we got black folks shooting shit up all goddamn time, and we don't be like depressed and stuff like that right there. Just listen. If because a lot of you brother done shot up a grocery store, just start ordering your food. You know what I'm saying? Instacart and shit, the DoorDash, something like that. It actually save your time. And to save your money because you ain't got to deal with gas and stuff like that. And gas high, you know what I'm saying? So you might want other people to be shopping for you out in the community. But let's hear, this is like an update. Grocery store employees speak on what had transpired out here.
Two people who were inside that supermarket in Buffalo, joined by Fragrance Harris Stanfield and her daughter, Yania Brown McReynolds, both worked there. Ladies, I'm sorry for the circumstances that have brought us together, but it's good to see you both. And let me start with you, Fragrance. Can you tell me, describe for me what...
Let me start with you, Fragrance. I think her name is Fragrance. Let me, just a smidget. I don't know if he said Fragrance. I don't want to be wrong. Say, well, I need to go to the store, so I'm going to wait till 6 a.m. when they first open. I'm trying to tell you, be the first in line. Early bird get the worm.
There. Ladies, I'm sorry for the circumstances that have brought us together, but it's good to see you both. And let me start with you, Fragrance. Can you tell me?
Fragrance is her name.
Describe for me, was it something you first saw or something you first heard that alerted you that you needed to start running?
The first thing I felt was a pain in my neck. My stress point was extremely sensitive. I turned to my daughter to speak to her, and we heard gunshots.
And this is the mother. This is the mother speaking, a lovely mother who is speaking with her daughter.
I didn't start running at that point. No one did. We all stood still and looked towards the front door before we started running. We saw the security guard backing up and going for his weapon, and we all began to run.
And Yania, you made the decision, though, to hide, right? You didn't start running. You wanted to hide and be quiet. Now, do you remember that moment?
Willie say hush.
And what came over you to make you do that instead of start running?
It was something my mom taught me since I was a kid.
That is her mama. They damn near look just like them.
You don't feel like you can run because I was frozen in time. I literally couldn't move, so I thought best to hide instead of try to run and get caught, you know.
Yania, as you were hiding, what were you hearing around you?
I heard all the gunshots. I heard all the bodies fall. I heard everything. It's terrifying.
And Fragrance, as you're trying to run and get to safety, you're not sure what's going on, you have that worry, but it was also going through your head. You had to worry about your daughter as well.
Yes. Yes, I had grabbed her arm as I started running, so I'm thinking she was behind me the whole time. I never looked back. A mother and daughter both bumped into me. The daughter knocked me to the ground.
Two Memphis men are
I literally thought I was gone at that point. Not sure how I got up to keep running, but I didn't look behind me until I got all the way to the back door. And I was devastated to see that my daughter wasn't with me.
And Fragrance, that moment you talk about, you also wanted to keep going because you didn't know what the fate of your daughter was, but you know you had 2 grandbabies at home. Can you tell me that thought process of yours and all going on, you were thinking about the kids at home?
I think a lot of times when we do these interviews, it's like we ask the same question different ways and stuff. Listen, the people were scared. The people had thoughts of living and thoughts of their friends and family. I don't know, like, I was afraid. I thought about my own life. I thought about dying. I thought about friends and family, children, and all that flash everything. That's the basics. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mario for the $5 super chat. So you mean to tell me, say those are not 2 brothers? Could have fooled me. Don't do it like that right there. Don't do it like that. Shout out to Maria for the $3 cash out. Maria from Arkansas. I appreciate that right there. Listen, we typically ask the same. He asking the same goddamn questions. But they're going to ask the same question to everybody. How did you feel? What was going through your mind? What did you see? Was you scared or was you scared? You know what I'm saying, Lala?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was pretty devastating. I said if I try to go back, you know, if she's still alive, she could see me get killed. That would be devastating to her. I don't know how she would recover and not have me to support her. There was also the thought.
Time helps all wounds. Time heals all wounds. So whether listen, whether you see somebody get killed, whether it's your mama, your daddy, your children, I'm trying to tell you something. Watch the ads in about 5 to 10 years at the family reunion. They popping. Look around. Pay attention to people.
That if I go back and I get killed and she's already gone, that the children would have no one. I mean, I have other kids and I have my husband. But to lose your mother and your grandmother, and for my younger kids to lose their mom and their oldest sister would be devastating.
But they would still have your husband, they granddaddy, they daddy them, right? So okay.
Yanya, what was the reunion like when you all finally were able to get back together?
I cried a lot. She would not let me go, at all. I'm like, Mom, I need to breathe. She did not care, as long as I was breathing next to her.
People, we want to know how our hearts felt and how sad and how traumatized we were. We want to hear this in every single shooting. Y'all do understand that? Which I'm with it too, shit, because I am just going to play what the hell, and you know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about it. But they typically ask the same questions. I don't know why they ask the same questions, but they typically do. Shout out to Marcus for the $2 super chat. Say she thought about to get a check. Say her speech changed. Insurance.
Yeah, we pretty much collided into each other, right?
Well, ladies, I know it's a horrific.
They the same height. They look like sisters.
Time for this country, but especially for your community. I'm glad we were able to muster up a smile here at the end. But ladies, you all hold on and hug each other as tight as you can. Fragrance and Yania, thank you for spending some time with us, okay?
Fragrance and Yania. Yanni, don't they use the word Yanni, like Y-A-N-I, as that monkey? Fragrance and Yoni. That's what's up. Cute names, I guess. It is what it is. Listen. Damn it, I just wanted to call this breaking news, but it ain't. I just found it.
Two Memphis men are facing up to 25 years in prison after being convicted of shooting and robbing the owner of a South Memphis recording studio. The district attorney's office says a criminal court jury found Corey Brown and Christopher Bolden Sr. guilty of especially aggravated robbery.
Watch it.
Investigators say the two robbed, pistol whipped, and shot the owner of IMOB Swag Heavy Studios on South Dudley. That was back in July of 2018. We're told Brown had recorded a song at the studio the week before the robbery. Both men will be sentenced next month.
So he a rapper.
On South Dudley. That was back in July of
So you mean to tell me that you can't even put producer in front of your name now?
2018. We're told Brown had recorded a song at the studio the week before the robbery. Both men will be sentenced next month.
Maybe this shit wasn't, damn it, maybe they ain't mix and master it right or something like that.
Corey Brown and Christopher Bolden Sr. guilty of especially aggravated robbery. Investigators say the two robbed, pistol whipped, and shot the owner of IMOB Swag Heavy.
Ooh, they shot the owner. Damn, so you can't go back in there and do no free tracks, huh? You can't get no free studio time or somebody.
Studios
you know
on South Dudley. That was back in July of 2018. We're told Brown had recorded a song at the studio the week before the robbery. Both men will be sentenced next month.
This is why. This is really what, man. Hey. I tried to say don't call yourself a rapper and maybe that'll keep you living. Now, if they going to the damn they is knocking off the producers. So now we ain't gonna have nobody to make the music. It's goddamn shame out here in these streets. Listen, man, let's go on and get to the main event so we go on and get on up out of here. I can't seem to get these 500, man. I'm finna go on and bounce in a minute. But I appreciate y'all for being here. Listen, we got to go to the schools because sometimes we got to ask different questions. A lot of y'all don't ask different questions. We just look at something and be like, oh my God, that's awful. But we don't ask the questions. We got an ex-teacher, an ex-substitute teacher. Damn it, I couldn't put it all inside the title because it was too long. But an ex-teacher has been arrested and accused of selling drugs to the students for cash and sexual favors. Shout out to YL for the $1.99 super chat. Say make every state open carry. I'm trying to tell you something, but it seems to me like the states that got the harshest gun laws keep getting shot the fuck up out here in these streets. But it is what it is. Look. An ex-teacher selling that good to the students.
A safety alert in Miami Beach after a substitute teacher was arrested and accused of human trafficking.
Police say he would actually sell vape pens to middle school students and would also accept sex instead of cash.
He's selling vapor pens. Shh, the smoke. Vape pens to middle schoolers. That's what's up. You know what's so strange about that?
Local 10's Terrell Fournette is live with really shocking details on this one. Terrell?
And we're talking about cannabis and nicotine, and some of the victims were as young as 11 years old.
Care nothing about that.
Enrica Nolasco is a former substitute teacher with the...
Player. They got you. They gonna give your ass a public pretender. Cause boy, your ass ain't got that paper for no lawyer. It's a wrap.
Miami-Dade School District, but police say his most current role was an illegal one, supplying drugs and electronic cigarettes to students at Nautilus Middle School.
Why do you say drugs? Like drugs is so bad. I know, but Willie, drugs is bad, but we all own drugs. I know some affect faster than the others. I get it, but technically we all own drugs. I don't know. You feel like your morals, like your moral standard is way up here because you say I don't do drugs, but we all own drugs? If you're eating food, your ass on drugs, but go ahead.
Miami Beach.
They are easy targets for adults. And
You say the children is easy targets for adults.
oh my God, it's horrible.
This is Mr. Nolasco. Hey, good morning, Your Honor.
The 32-year-old appeared before a judge over the weekend for a series of charges that include illegally selling the products, contributing to the delinquency of a minor, and human trafficking.
That one is punishable by life. That's no bond.
The victims were
Where did he took the churn at to get trafficking from?
primarily female students between 11 and 14 years old.
All females from 11 to 14. Who said that R. Kelly cousin? Let me back it up a bitch.
That one is punishable by life. That's no bond.
The victims were primarily female students between 11 and 14 years old.
Doing this to the kids, I don't know what kind of mental disease do you have to order that to the...
You see the words that we use? What type of mental disease? Shout out to David for the $10 cash app. Say shaking my head. The like button is free. I'm trying to tell you.
The teenage kids who are just on the path to learning.
Nolasco's arrest report says he befriended the children on Snapchat under the nickname Swaggy and arranged face-to-face meetings with the kids where he would sell them electronic vape pens, marijuana cards, and nicotine. The girls also disclosed that Swaggy was willing to accept sexual favors as payment.
Shout out to Swaggy. Shout out to Marcus for the $2 super chat. Say he definitely resort ready. He a black Hispanic. There it is.
Detectives say they have phone and computer evidence of sexual material he allegedly both received and sent to those underage girls.
I hope it's going to be a justice, and I hope he's going to be punished.
Girl, stop.
And Nolasco, who last taught as a sub at Miami Beach Senior High, actually lost his job 4 years ago with the district over an investigation involving improper conduct with a student. The district released a statement late this afternoon saying that they are deeply disturbed by these troubling allegations, but they reiterate that he is a former employee who is precluded from seeking future employment with the school system. Again, he's being held without bond. Reporting live from Miami Beach, I'm Terrell Fournette, Local 10.
Y'all letting substitutes go at a time we have a teacher shortage. Y'all gonna fire or release a substitute teacher by a little reefer? You gonna release a substitute? Hell, you gonna let Swaggy go by some squares? Oh, they're between 11 and 14. Okay. Let me run this back again, because maybe y'all is not catching what I'm trying to say. Hold on. No.
The safety alert in Miami Beach after a substitute teacher was arrested and accused
Let's see if y'all paid attention to what y'all just heard.
Human trafficking.
Police say he would actually sell vape pens to middle school students and would also accept sex instead of cash.
All right. We got the crawl, and then we start walking. Watch. Let's say, like, if you sell fentanyl, let's say, like, you in the community or something, and I'm walking past you, and you selling fentanyl. If I don't want fentanyl, the story would never go, he sold me fentanyl. The story wouldn't go, well, I bought fentanyl from him and or her. It'll never do if I wasn't a willing participant, right? Okay.
Local 10, Terrell Fournette is live with really shocking details.
Hope y'all paying attention. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out where is the trafficking to. Do y'all see how they just add sex and human trafficking to any goddamn thing?
And we're talking about cannabis and nicotine, and some of the victims were as young as 11 years old.
Something else that this points out. You're 11, some as young as 11 to 14 years old. All right, cute, whatever. All this dumb shit. Yo, 11 to 14-year-olds smoke weed. Watch it. And they smoke squares. Think about that. They already do the products before they ever got to Swaggy. Say this is not trafficking. I'm trying to tell you, what the hell is they talking about?
Enrica Nolasco is a former substitute teacher with the Miami-Dade School District, but police say his most current role was an illegal one, supplying drugs and electronic cigarettes to students at Nautilus Middle School in Miami.
That's what's up. I'm going to say it again. They say he supplied the drugs. Watch this, watch this. Shout out to Calvin for being a member for 3 months. I appreciate that right there. Say, I want to know where is this shocking, this regular shit? I'm trying to tell you, like, what? Come on, now he just got caught. This regular. Oh, but your children ain't doing it. Not my child. You're right. Your child hiding the motherfucker. I ain't even out there street. Listen, if anybody else would like to join the machine, we got a join button right up under what you watching. I do understand you're on the Apple product. You cannot join the player. You got to go to an Android or a regular computer and join the show. The 973 New Jersey in the building. I just want y'all to really understand what you're listening to.
Miami Beach.
They are easy targets for adults. And
do you mean that they're easy targets because they already do the products? Do you know who is not easy targets as children? Do you know who is not easy targets? The children that don't do the products. They're not easy targets at all.
Was an illegal one, supplying drugs and electronic cigarettes to students at Nautilus Middle School.
Ask yourself, how do they know about drugs and cigarettes? How do they know? Where did they learn that from? Who raising them? Patricia?
Miami Beach.
They are easy targets for adults. And
are they easy targets for adults, or is it typically children learn from their peers, which is kids too? Are we just going to forget the peer-to-peer contact? The peer-to-peer influence? Are we going to forget about that and just go straight to adults? Is that what we're doing? Yeah, electric cigarettes. How do they know about electric cigarettes? And why is they already on electric cigarettes? Before they met Swaggy.
Oh my God, it's horrible.
This is Mr. Nolasco. Hey, good morning, Your Honor.
The 32-year-old appeared before a judge over the weekend for a series of charges that include illegally selling the products, contributing to the delinquency of a minor, and human trafficking.
They ain't proved human trafficking in this whole video. Not damn time.
Is punishable by life. That's no bond.
The victims were primarily female students between 11 and 14 years old.
So that mean that he like the female persuasion out here in the goddamn screen. Say I'm shocked at how the Frago sitting so still. Hey, man.
Doing this to the kids, I don't know what kind of mental disease do you have to have.
What do you mean the mental disease? Baby, I got to back you up because I cut you too short, Irene.
To kids, I don't know what kind of mental disease do you have to order that to the teenage kids who are just on the path to learning.
They are on the path to learning. Baby, got to think, what type of mental disease does Swaggy have to do what he did allegedly to sell them a product that they're already using? So, if Swaggy got to have a mental disease, shouldn't we kind of say that the children have a mental disease for doing the product in the first place? If selling it, watch it. I can sell some shit, but don't do the shit. Like, I can sell some shit and don't be a crackhead. Or I can be a crackhead selling crack. See, I can do the shit and don't have a mental disease, right? Because I'm selling the product. So, why would she use mental disease for Swaggy, but not mental for the children that's already doing it? Why? Because we don't want to blame children until they shoot up a school or something. But go ahead. Oh, go ahead.
Have to order that to the teenage kids who are just on the path to learning.
And they learning about that dope. Hell, not learning. They already know about nicotine and reefer, baby. Shit, they probably on that lean and everything out here. They hunching. Notice they say the children, hold on. I'm just going to wait to get to it.
Nolasco's arrest report says he befriended the children on Snapchat under the nickname Swaggy.
I told y'all once before, when is we going to start charging the children? But Willie, you can't charge the children. They don't know no better. Let them shoot up a school and watch what you say. Let them shoot your child and watch what you say about, but they're children. Yeah, children commit murders, homicides, robberies, and all types. Yeah. They do a lot, don't they? They do a lot of adult shit, right? Or should we start saying that they do human stuff? We need to stop separating it nowadays because they doing what we deem that adults is supposed to be the only ones doing these type of crimes and shit like that right there. But they've been doing it. So the mental disease comes from the sex acts. The mental disease from him. Oh, so we call adults that like to bang the minors having a mental disease. All right, let's go with it. So shouldn't we also call the minors that have sex with the adults, shouldn't they have a mental disease too? Oh, we don't want to blame the minors. That's what's up.
Arranged face-to-face meetings with the kids where he would sell them electronic.
I want y'all to understand. He get on, because they say on, Snapchat. He would arrange meetings with your 11 to 14-year-olds. A adult, a grown man, would set up meet. I don't think y'all really be paying attention. Y'all got children. And either they are 11 or they have been 11 or they're about to be 11. One day they will have been 11. You imagine your 11-year-old, let's just say the 11, 12-year-old on Snapchat and going to meet up with a adult for electronic vape pens and marijuana out here in these streets. What do we say about the children? And then can we blame the adult? Watch this. Can we blame the adult? Well, of course we're going to blame the adult. But what I'm trying to point out to you, are they going to blame the adult for trying to and or promoting the drugs and the nicotine? I bet they put that on the adult when they was doing the weed and the nicotine before he even came about. I'm just saying, we taught to think one way. This is our problem. That's why, again, your children out here killing us as parents because we don't believe they'll do it.
Vape pens, marijuana cards, and nicotine. The girls also disclosed that Swaggy was willing to accept sexual favors as payment.
Watch this. The girls also disclosed that Swaggy was willing to accept sexual favors as payment. Now you got to ask yourself, did they pay with money all the time, or did they pay with sexual favors? I know, because you want to put the whole blame on the adult. But they was already doing the drugs and the tobacco before the adult came about. Say they offered that monkey. Yeah. Because in my mind, it's kind of hard for the kids to keep getting money and shit from their kinfolk, from their parent, their mama, them, dad, them. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to constantly get that right there because if you is a smoker, you do understand that you need to smoke every day. You say they offered. Say I bet they offered. Y'all might be right. Connecticut in the building. Appreciate you for being here. The girls disclosed that that's what he was willing to accept. And how would y'all know that? There's only two ways. Either y'all accept or he promoted it. Say he take cash out, baby. You know what I'm saying? But I'm doing this story just to show folk Society has led us to believe because you is an adult that you is in fully control over what the minors do, or you is soliciting the minors. You is coercing, big word out here in the goddamn street, the minors. That's not how it is all the time. They was already doing the dope. They already, reefer, because reefer ain't dope. They was already doing reefers and the nicotine. And they was giving up sexual favors before he even came about.
The
Play
girls
dumb
also
you want to.
disclosed that Swaggy was willing to accept sexual favors as payment. Detectives say they have phone and computer evidence of sexual material he allegedly both received and sent to those underage girls.
Did y'all just hear that? Damn, I'm educated. Did y'all just hear that? Watch.
Payment. Detectives say they have phone and computer evidence of sexual material he allegedly both received and sent to those underage girls.
They have sex. They have technical. They got computer evidence of him receiving the sexual stuff and him sending the sexual stuff. How many of y'all think that this is their first time? I just like we really got to think it through. I know you saying, but they're 11, they're 14. They smoking reefer and smoking squares. And they hunch. YouTube should not allow people to comment without pressing thumbs up or down and leave the choice by our name. Oh yeah, that should be something that YouTube need to look in, because I can't get over 500. This is a problem. Say, was he selling to little girls? They were between the age of 11 and 14. I just hope you caught the rest of it. They were doing weed and tobacco before he came along. This shit ain't just started. Say them 14, them 11 and 14-year-olds be robbing and carjacking motherfuckers out here in the street. Yeah, I got videos of I'm going to show it tomorrow. The 14-year-olds, a group, carjacking. Yeah. So for those of you who think that it's your back in the days 11-year-olds and 12-year-olds, 13 well, we got to look at it like this. Maybe they was the same back 11 and 12-year-olds. We just didn't have the internet. A lot of shit was hidden. But then again, they're pretty much the same, because they were given fellatio back in elementary. So, it ain't no different.
I hope it's going to be a justice, and I hope he's going to be punished.
I hope he's going to be punished, and they're going to look at this as justice because he get punished. Because he broke the law, yes, he should be punished. Say, Willie, you can make it so if they want to comment, they have to subscribe. I say you saw another YouTuber do it. Oh, wow. Oh, I can do it like that? I didn't even know. Did y'all paying attention? He's going to, and they call it justice, but how is it even when he gets arrested? Watch this. How would they call, or she call, or whoever may think that this is justice for him getting locked up? If they were doing this before they met him.
Both received and sent to those underage girls.
I hope it's going to be a justice, and I hope he's going to be punished.
Yes, you say, yeah, but that's whack. I get that that's whack. Remember what we do around here. What may be like strange to us or petty to us, or, you know what I'm saying, whack to us, it's normal to other people. It's because we don't all see things as bad. We all think different. And a lot of us who think that the people that we even hang around think like we think. Remember, I've been teaching behind closed doors. You don't know what a motherfucker doing. in front of you, listen, your closest friends and family may tell you, oh, hell no. He was getting sexual favors from 11, 12, or 13, 14-year-olds. And they're the same ones getting sexual favors from 11, 12, 13, and 14-year-olds. You see the difference here with Swaggy? He just got caught.
And Alaska, who last taught as a sub at Miami Beach Senior High, actually lost his job 4 years ago with the district over an investigation involving improper conduct with a student. The district released a statement late this afternoon saying that they are deeply disturbed by these troubling allegations, but they reiterate that he is a former employee who is...
He former, he don't work here no goddamn more. You know what I'm saying? Say some 14-year-olds look like they are 18 plus. Yup. Sure enough do.
Precluded from seeking future employment.
And their parents be buying their clothes too, huh? Soliciting the players with their outfits. That's what's up. Say some of us would not exist if 14-year-olds was not sexual. I'm trying to tell you. Listen. Shout out to your grandma and them. Your grandma and them was 12, 13, 14 when they had your mama them. Your daddy them. We allowed them to be parents at 12, 13, 14. That's what's up.
The school system. Again, he's being held without bond. Reporting live from Miami Beach, I'm Terrell Flay, Local 10 News.
So, Local 10 News, I appreciate every day. See,
on Snapchat.
See, the masses is going to look at this as the story was about him. I didn't do the story for him. That ain't what I had done did. I want y'all to really understand. And you thinking that your child ain't or your child won't. Maybe your child ain't and maybe your child won't. But it's never all. Say, hey, I was pregnant at 14. Willie say, I'm going on 48, okay? You know what I'm saying? We can play like the minors ain't smashing when we was in middle school smashing. I don't understand. What is we why do we even argue this point a lot of times? Because we want to, listen, we lie to our children. Yeah. We tell our children you should not have sex at such a young age because it can cause problems. And a lot of times it does cause problems because y'all end up having the goddamn babies. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all, and who has the highest STD rates? Minors. Minors have the highest STD rates, but we gonna act like minors ain't screwing. That's what's up. But I showed this and I did this because I was like, well, damn. He couldn't be constantly selling to students, to children, if they don't do the drug. I don't get, you can't sell to people who not buying. And we will always look at the adult because we would say the adult knows better. But you know what's strange? If a child shoots a school up, we would never say that child don't know better. Y'all do understand that, right? Y'all do understand that they never say for a child shooting up a school that that child did not know better. A child do a certain crime that is now labeled a adult. But the child didn't know better, right? Say my mom and dad was 15 and 17. Shaking my head. Say, damn, say got my first little piece of tail at 14. She was 16. Say I think she swagged me, bruh. Got to be more good. Yeah, she was soliciting and she got that young meat. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna act like we weren't all trying to at least hunch. We gonna act crazy. It's nasty when it's adult. When it's an adult and a minor that's already hunching. But two minors, it's okay. And this is where we fail in that. I keep trying to point this out to y'all. If you all do not listen, ask yourself this. Ask yourself why they have not put a law in place that if a minor sleeps with a adult, that they get charged the same way the adult sleeping with the minor get charged. Haven't y'all ever thought about that? But maybe not, because of the majority of people, they say, well, you're the adult, you know better. But it's illegal. And ignorance of the law does not keep you free or some shit like that right now. Oh, ignorance of the law is no excuse. Ain't that what they say? Still couldn't get over 500. So I'm trying to point this out. Hell, if y'all really want to change adults having sex with minors, talk to your councilmen and your state representatives and this. Ask them where they put a law in place to charge the children, the minors, for having sex with adults. You know, I think that would make adult and minor sex drop at least 80%. Because whether y'all believe it or not, everything ain't rape. That's why they had to come up with statutory rape. Because rape is something that's forced. Statutory is they consented, but they couldn't consent legally. It wasn't forced. They went in and gave it up to them, but they can't do it legally. Ask the next person that's running for office, will they sign a bill that you charge minors with having sex with adults? Watch what they tell you. Hell, they probably never even thought of it either. But if you want to stop it, this is one of the best ways to stop it. Because now the child, because it's just like children in a dope game. Children in a dope game, the older players will have the children to hold the dope. Will be the lookout, will be the runners of shit. Because if they get caught, they getting out. It's nothing. It's a slap on the wrist. It's nothing. Why? Because they were minors. You know what had to happen? They changed that law. They changed that law. Oh, you ain't, you got this dope. You finna get a worse charge than you would have back in the 90s. Because 90s, they was giving you slap on the wrist. He have a bomb of dope. You get a slap on the wrist and you get right back out. Your mama never could come and pick you up and you good. Oh, they changed them laws. Now holding children, minors, accountable for selling dope. Why they have not changed the laws to hold minors accountable for having sex with adults? Shout out to Alfred for the $2 super chat. Say, why Willie gotta ask for likes? I'm trying to tell you something. But listen. Don't even worry about it, because this is the end of the nightly news. I'm just glad I'm just here to throw a word out for you. Damn it, we can learn a little something out here in the street. Remember what I'm trying to tell y'all now. You say, but R. Kelly's still in jail though. You know what I'm saying. Do y'all know that R. Kelly was not charged with rape? See, because rape is force. I think they got a statutory thing on them. So I think so. I'm not sure. Say sex should be illegal for people under the consent age. I'm in agreement with you. That makes sense. Because a monkey is a monkey and a meat is a meat. We allowed 13-year-olds or 14-year-olds to hunch and become parents. Hey, it is what it is. But you got a point. So that's something that we need to push. Because they did it with the dope game. Change the law for the minors. Your ass will be charged and your ass will go to jail. Once you change that and now they're held accountable, oh my God. Yeah, my teacher cute, but I don't want to go to jail. I'm trying to help. Say, yeah. Kelly wasn't charged with rape because he ain't forced nobody to do shit. So, listen, I appreciate y'all for rocking with the player, man. Please remember, go around to the WillieWilliamsShow.com, subscribe to the website. If you'd like to see what we call the event video, please go around to the Patreon, the Willie Williams Show. Thank y'all for looking and sharing. We couldn't even get over 500. I am so upset. We damn near had over 600 people watching, but it is what it is. I'm finna go eat me some out here in the goddamn street. Thank y'all all for the PayPal, the Cash App, the Super Chat. And remember, the Midday News can also be listen to. If you can't watch it, you can listen to the Midday News on Anchor and Spotify, the Willie Williams Show, and follow me on IG and Twitter at the WW Show. I see y'all mañana for the Midday News. I'm out of here. Y'all have a good one. I appreciate you. I'm gone.